Hey, hi all. In this video, we will be discussing about Lightning Data Service in Aura Components. So, uh, what is Lightning Service? We will cover later. Like before Lightning Data Service, what was there in the Salesforce which we used to interact or to get the data from the backend or from server? So, what was before Lightning Data Service? Like without Lightning Data Service, we used to make redundant server calls to get particular record data. As it is stated, like without LDS, each component within an app makes independent calls to the server to perform CRUD operations, that is create, read, update, delete operations on a record, even if all components in the app pull from the same record data. So without LDS or without Lightning Data Servers service, we were making server call for each and every operation, because if we are creating a record, then we have to commit that record into database, and to commit that record into database we have to call server, or we have to make a call to server, and then we have to commit that to the database, so the record will be created. In the same way, if there is any update operation on the record, we have to update that record, we have to push that record to the server, and then that will be committed to the database and the record will be updated. So to overcome that redundant, or to overcome that back-to-back server calls for particular operation, Salesforce introduced Lightning Data Service. So what is Lightning Data Service? Lightning Data Service is the Lightning component's counterpart to the Visualforce standard controller, providing access to the data displayed on a page. Lightning Data Service is a centralized data caching framework which is used to load, save, create and delete a record without server-side Apex code. So if we are using Lightning Data Service, then we don't have to make server-side Apex or server call again and again. They will catch, or the they have a framework that will store the particular records, or in the cache memory the data will be there. You can load, you can save, or you can create or delete a particular record. And it also supports the sharing rules and field level security as well. What are the different operations we can do on record using Lightning Data Service, that we will see now. So yeah, what is Lightning Data Service? Use Lightning Data Service to load, create, delete a record in your component without requiring Apex code. That is same, like we don't have to make a server call. Lightning Data Service handles sharing rules and field level security for you. In addition to simplifying access to Salesforce data, Lightning Data Service improves performance and user interface consistency. There are different types of layout, like if we want to do anything custom, then we have to use certain elements or attributes of Lightning Data Service. If we want to use standard layouts which is given by the Salesforce, then we have to use certain attributes of LDS that we will see now. So first is when we want to load a particular record. Loading a record can be accomplished by the markup using Lightning record form. If you need a custom layout, use Lightning record view form. If you want to use some custom layout, or you want to adjust the fields according to your look and feel, or according to user experience, then you have to use Lightning record view form. And if you want to further customize that thing, or further customization is required on that, then we have a form based component, that is force record data. Then there is editing a record. The simplest way to create a form that enables to edit a record is using the Lightning record form the component. If you want to customize the form layout and preload custom values, if you want to preload some custom values, name or some fields, then you have to use Lightning record edit form. If you want to further customize a form more than the form based components allow, use force record data. Then we have creating a record. If you want to create a record, then the simplest way is to create a form that enables to create a record using Lightning record form. If you want to customize the form layout or preload some of the custom values, if it is if you want to populate or pre-populate some values, then you have to use Lightning record edit form. And if you need more customization, then the form-based components allow use force record data. Then you can customize the layout and all that stuff. Deleting a record. To delete a record using Lightning Data Service, we have to use force record data component and pass in a callback function to be invoked after the delete operation is completed to make so that it will be committed to the database. The form-based components such as Lightning Record Form don't currently support deleting a record. Okay, so that's all for Lightning Data Service, which we have in Oro components provided in Salesforce. In the upcoming videos, we will have an example of how we can load a data using LDS and what is the difference, like how we can load a data without LDS and what and how it makes a difference, like using Lightning Data Service and without using and not using LDS, how the performance is impacted. Thank you. Have a nice day.